The story of England as first king begins in a time when the land was divided and unstable. During the early medieval centuries, there was no single country called England. Instead, there were many small kingdoms such as Wessex, Mercia, Northumbria, and East Anglia. Each of these regions had its own ruler, culture, and military power. These kingdoms often fought one another for land, wealth, and dominance. At the same time, Viking raiders from across the sea attacked villages and coastal towns, spreading fear and destruction. People lived under constant threat, unsure of what the next day might bring. But in the midst of this chaos, one kingdom, Wessex, began to grow stronger. Through unity, leadership, and strategy, it slowly became the center of hope for a future united England. King Alfred the Great of Wessex was one of the most important figures in shaping that vision. He ruled from 871 to 899 AD and became a symbol of resistance against the Vikings. Alfred was not just a warrior, he was a thinker, a builder, and a reformer. He reorganized the military, built fortified towns called burhs, promoted education, and emphasized justice. His dream was to create a stable and unified England where people could live without fear. Alfred's ideas and reforms laid the foundation for the kings who would follow, especially his descendants who continued his mission of uniting the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms under one rule. After King Alfred's death, his son King Edward the Elder took charge of Wessex and continued expanding his father's influence. Edward was a determined and skilled ruler who pushed the borders of Wessex farther north and west, gaining control over neighboring lands. He also strengthened the kingdom's defenses and maintained peace among his allies. But Edward's true legacy was preparing the path for his son Æthelstan. Edward I's military victories and political strategies gave Athelstan the strength and resources he needed to finish what his grandfather had started: the unification of England into one powerful nation. When Athelstan became king in 924 AD, England was still divided, but he possessed both the vision and the will to unite it. His early rule was marked by careful diplomacy and decisive military campaigns. He conquered rival territories, subdued rebellious lords, and extended his control into regions that had never before been ruled by one monarch. In 927 AD, Athelstan achieved what no ruler before him had managed. He united all the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms and became the first king of a truly unified England. His coronation marked the birth of a new nation and a turning point in British history. Athelstan's leadership gave the English people a shared identity for the first time. Æthelstan was not only a conqueror, but also a wise ruler who believed in order, justice, and learning. He introduced new laws that applied equally across his entire kingdom, ensuring fairness and discipline. He also promoted education and supported the church, helping to spread literacy and moral guidance. Under his rule, England became more organized than ever before, with clear systems for governance, justice, and trade. His strong administration helped transform England from a land of scattered tribes into a well-structured kingdom recognized across Europe. Beyond politics and warfare, Athelstan was a man of great intelligence and diplomacy. He formed alliances with rulers in Scotland, Wales, and even on the European continent. His royal court became a place of learning and culture, where scholars and artists from different regions gathered. These alliances and cultural exchanges brought peace and prosperity, giving England a new reputation as a powerful and respected nation. Æthelstan's reign showed that true strength came not only from armies but also from wisdom and cooperation. After Æthelstan's death in 939 AD, England entered a period of change. Different rulers came and went, and new challenges arose, but his legacy endured. The idea of a unified England could never be undone. Every future king ruled on the foundation he had built. His work made it possible for England to grow stronger, more organized, and more connected to the rest of the world. For centuries, His name was remembered as the one who turned division into unity and chaos into order. Many years later, England's unity evolved again. In 1707, the Kingdom of England officially joined with the Kingdom of Scotland to form Great Britain. This political act expanded the concept of unity beyond a single land to a union of nations under one crown. It was a step toward a larger identity that would later become the United Kingdom. The spirit of unity that Æthelstan had once created continued to grow, shaping the political structure of modern Britain. The final form of the United Kingdom was established in 1801, when Great Britain and Ireland came together under one government. At that time, King George III was on the throne. He became the first official king of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. His reign marked a new chapter in British history, uniting not only the lands but also the diverse peoples, cultures, and economies within them. This union strengthened Britain's position in the world and laid the foundation for its global influence in the centuries that followed. King George III ruled during one of the most eventful periods in history. His long reign witnessed both great triumphs and serious challenges, including the American Revolution, the French Revolutionary Wars, and the early stages of the Industrial Revolution. Despite suffering from illness and facing political turmoil, George III remained dedicated to his duties. Under his rule, Britain began its transformation into a modern industrial and colonial power, expanding its reach across continents and oceans. The difference between King Æthelstan and King George III is vast in time, but united in purpose. Æthelstan united the English kingdoms into one land, while George III oversaw the political union of multiple nations into one united kingdom. Both men symbolized the power of unity. Each, in his own time, helped turn scattered lands into a greater whole, proving that strength lies in coming together rather than standing apart. Their reigns, separated by nearly 9 centuries, together form the backbone of British history. Today, when we speak of the first king of England, we honor Æthelstan, the man who created a single English nation. And when we speak of the first king of the United Kingdom, we remember George III, the monarch who brought several nations under one flag. Both kings changed the course of history in their own ways. They turned division into unity and helped shape one of the most influential monarchies in the world. Their legacies continue to define what it means to be part of the United Kingdom even today.